configure BOP variant. These are the only two steps that you need to do. Third one is schedule BOP run. Okay, and once you schedule like a SM37 job run, you can see the job overview with monitor BOP run. These are the only 4 applications which are provided by SAP to execute the BOP run. In the segment, in configure BOP segment, you create the combinations. Okay, so whatever combinations based on customer, based on delivery priority, whatever combinations you want. In variant, you assign the combinations you created. So assign the BOP segments to strategies. What are strategies? So which of this segment would be assigned to win strategy? Which of the segments would be assigned to lose strategy? That is something you do in the configure BOP variant. And when you schedule the BOP run, you tell the system to perform BOP for a particular variant. Okay, so whenever you are executing the BOP, system will ask you which variant. So if you created multiple BOP variants, system will ask you which BOP variant you want to execute. Okay, and obviously the monitor is to monitor BOP run. These are the only 4 things that you need to see in Fiori. Configure the segment, configure the variant, execute the BOP run, and monitor the BOP run. That's it.
Hello,
Yes.
Vikram. Does it really require to create variant for loose strategy? Because it will always like let it be whenever it confirms, or it will always give, not gain. So, what is the use of BOP run then for
No, but
loose?
how will you know? Akshay, how will you know that those which customers are falling in that category or which sales orders are falling in that category?
Or to segregate those you means.
Right.
Okay, so
So
this
once you
this not only uh, runs the BOP for the sales order, it also categorize the customers or
no,
the
no, it is
sales.
a combination. As I told you, see, sales order is not only for customer. In sales order, there are many fields.
Correct,
So
correct.
depending upon what is your combination can be customer, delivery priority, customer group. It can be anything. So that combinations you are selecting here in the BOP segment. You are telling the system that in this segment, all those sales orders who has this combination will appear in this BOP segment. And then this BOP segment would be given what priority that you are defining in variant.
Okay, okay. So it is not like based on customer or some. These are kind of conditions what we are providing that might change in future also.
Right, right. So it is, see, previously it was only based on customer, it was based on delivery priority. Now
Correct.
you are getting the option to provide your flexible combination. It is up to you what fields you want to include, to which field, based on which field you want to configure the BOP that has been provided to you. That flexibility has been added with this new BOP functionality.
Okay, okay.
Okay, similarly, there is another, as I told you, we understood what is advanced ATP. So this advanced ATP works based on the 5 confirmation strategies. Okay, so win, gain, redistribute, fill, and lose. We understood this. The next functionality which is provided is advanced ATP within that product allocations. So what is product allocations now? So what happens is, let's assume a particular customer. Okay, I think Nagesh was asking this question again and again. I think he is definitely having this particular scenario available in his current project. That is the reason he is asking. Let's take the same example that Nagesh was saying. So Nagesh is saying that they have a seasonal product. We have a seasonal product that our company is manufacturing, and we know that in a year or in a, this is, let's say, only available for 2 months. In a year, this is only available for 2 months. Now, because being the seasonal product, there is lot of demand, but we have a restriction that we can only manufacture 1,000 units in 2 months. Now, what will happen is every customer would like to buy this 1,000 units. Okay, if definitely based on the customer's uh, like business, definitely I'm not saying that every customer has that budget to buy 1,000 units, but let's assume that there is a good amount of demand and every customer wishes to buy maximum quantity out of this. But at the same time, our company also wants to be fair. They don't want to sell everything to one single customer. Okay, so we want to maintain the customer relationships, and we decided that if we are manufacturing 1,000 units, out of this 1,000 units, we will give maximum of 200 to any particular customer. Or we can say if customer A is a good customer, we will allocate 500 quantity to our main customer itself, and then remaining quantity can be kept it for other customers to proceed. So what do you mean by product allocation? Product allocation means you can tell the system that what particular material, what particular quantity you want to allocate to different customers, or again to the combination of customers and different whatever. Again, it is a combination. It is not only a customer. So you can say if a customer buys from this sales organization, if the material is this one, maybe there are another criterias also. So based on that criteria, if this is true, then I want to allocate 500 quantity to this particular customer. Okay, so that can be entered in the product allocation. Product allocation, the main functionality of product allocation is we don't want to give all the material, whatever quantity is available to one single customer. We want to ensure that every customer has maximum limit. If not every customer, at least those customers who are willing to buy quantity, we will be providing them the limit for multiple customers. So that is the functionality of product allocation. How exactly it works? So is it okay if I, maybe because otherwise if I just give the demo without some errors, maybe I will play the video of my last batch.
Hello, hello.
Yes, Tushar, just give me a minute. I'm just trying to share that video. I am not sure whether the voice will be okay or not. Let's try. Okay, let me know if you are able to see my screen once again.
Yes.
So this is product allocation. Please confirm if you are able to hear also the video.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Are you able to hear?
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, let's watch this video. If you have any questions, you can stop me, because this will explain you the entire end to end, rather than if I show you, we will face some issues, errors, same error that we are getting in Fiori. So better to go through this video, and in the meantime, if you have any questions, you can please ask. In this session, we will understand what exactly is advanced ATP. Okay, before we go into advanced ATP, we will first understand what exactly is ATP. Okay, so if you are coming from MM or SD background, you must be definitely knowing that in SAP ECC also, we have a concept of ATP called as available to promise. Okay, so this is a concept which is normally used to do the availability check. Okay, so you must be aware that in SAP ECC we have something called as PAC, which is called as product availability check. So whenever you normally create a sales order in SAP, okay, system automatically checks if the quantity could be delivered to this customer on the promised delivery date or not. Okay, so for example, let's say you are creating a sales order of a material, okay, and you are creating the sales order of quantity 100. Now, system will automatically go in the background, obviously based on the settings that you maintain in the material master, it will perform the availability check. Okay, in the availability check, it will go and find out whether that much stock is available or not. Even if the stock is not available, it will also check if there are any planned orders or if there are any purchase orders which are already created in the system. Okay, so based on the delivery date, system tries to identify whether there will be sufficient stock to fulfill this demand or not. If not, system will tell you that this material cannot be delivered on the promised date. Okay, either you can reduce the number of quantity in the sales order, or maybe it will propose you some future date for the remaining quantity. Okay, so let's take the same example. So let's say customer is asking for material, okay, and he is asking for 100 quantity. Now at the time, maybe I will, this is basic, we already discussed this multiple times. I'll directly go to the product allocation, or you want to listen to this also?
No, go to product allocation. Yeah, allocation
Right.
is better. Yeah.
This is, I think, product allocation. Already have this ATP checks available. Okay, I'll give you one scenario in which you will understand why SAP came up with advanced ATP. So this is a basic product availability check where the system will go and find out whether the sufficient quantity is available or not. Now let's assume there is one scenario, okay, in which you have only 100 quantity available. Let's say you only have 100 quantity available of a particular material. Okay, and there are 3 customers, customer number 1, customer number 2, and customer number 3. These are your 3 regular customers, and you already know that all these 3 customers are regular customers, and they will be they'll be giving you the order of, let's say this customer always gives you the order of 50 units in a month, this customer gives you the order of another 10 in the month, and this customer gives you the order of 30 in the month. Okay, and then the remaining quantity. So let's say in the month I am able to produce 100 quantity, but out of this 100 I have fixed customers. That customer 1 will get this 50 quantity, customer 2 will get 10 quantity, and customer 3 will get 30 quantity, and I want to make sure that at 80 units are given to these customers only. Okay, now what will happen is, if I create a sales order, okay, let's say there is a sales order for a customer number 4. Okay, so customer number 4 is a new customer. We were not knowing that there will be some requirement for this customer. So customer number 4 came and he asked you for 100 units, or he asked you for, let's say, 50 units. Now, what would be the problem here? The problem would be customer number 4, which is a new customer. Okay, he will be getting 50 quantity, but this will create a problem for your existing customers. Okay, so if your existing customers are premium customers and they are regular customers, and you want to make sure that the first priority should be given to your regular customers, then there will be the problem if I just go ahead with the basic product availability check. Because this basic product availability check, it normally works on first come first serve basis. So if this customer comes first, he will get all the quantity available, and your regular customers will not be able to get the required quantity.